Hello and welcome back to the countdown to Halo Infinite. And this means we're going to go through the 343 Halo games, because they're the guys who've taken over from now.
About the children.
And this is just trying to give people a backstory on Halsey. She's responsible for the Spartans and Cortana's creation.
You kidnapped them.
She was in Halo Reach.
Children's minds are more easily accepting of indoctrination.
Yes, and her likeness and voice are the basis of Cortana.
The result was the ultimate soldier. And because of our success, when the Covenant invaded, we were ready.
That is a
Dr. Halsey,
lot
you
of
bend
ships.
history for your own favor, and you know it. You developed the Spartans to crush human rebellion, not to fight the Covenant.
When one human world after another fell, when my Spartans were all that stood between humanity and extinction, nobody was concerned about why they were originally built.
So you feel in the end your choices were justified.
I don't know why they had to like have multiple. I know why they had multiple character models of Chief there, because they couldn't. It would take too much time making new, different variations.
Humanity helped.
What are you after? The others before you were naval intelligence, but you're something else.
Records show Spartans routinely exhibited mildly sociopathic
It's something else that
tendencies,
is never going to be
difficulty with
explained.
Socialization and
The
verbalization.
records show efficient behavior operating in hazardous situations. I supplied the tools to maintain that efficiency.
Do you believe the Master Chief succeeded because he was, at his core, broken?
What does John have to do with this? You want to replace him?
The Master Chief is dead.
His file reads missing in action.
Catherine. Spartans never die.
Your mistake is seeing Spartans as military hardware. My Spartans are humanity's next step. Our destiny as a species. Do not underestimate them. But most of all, do not underestimate him.
Oof. And now we're going to be continuing on from where... 4 years after that Halo event. So a bit of a time jump. But of course, Chief is sleeping. A foreboding shadow. Technically, this is like a better game engine. I don't know if it's a better game engine, but it looks prettier. I don't know, what am I trying to say here? Technically, it looks better than Halo 3, but Halo 3's got that art style, man. So, but for like the last swan song of the Xbox 360, this is a pretty good-looking game. And they decided to go with like motion capture and like getting the likeness of actresses and actors into the game. That I kind of feel was, I don't know, maybe a bit of a misstep. Like, I just prefer how... I'm just like praising Bungie all the time here, but like Bungie with like... Actually, no, that's not really a good example. There's not many character models in Destiny. But you know, that kind of like... It's not super realistic. In this one and Halo 5, they're going for like that realistic look.
Wake up, Chief. I need you.
Alright, let's get out of the way right now. I'm not a fan of his armor redesign. Oh, this is a funny bit, because if you're playing 4-player co-op, there'll be 3 extra Spartan 117s here.
Why did you wake me?
Hang on. Bringing your systems online now. I rewrote your suit's firmware while you were out.
You've been busy.
Activating the ship's gravity generators.
And she somehow retroactively changed her armor as well.
Chief, look up. You need to pull the manual release.
Seems like old times.
Ready to get back to work?
I thought you'd never ask. We've got intrusion alerts lighting up on multiple decks.
Yes.
Our best bet to figure out who's boarding us is the observation deck, 4 floors up.
Could it be a rescue team?
Nope.
Wouldn't bet on it.
Oh yeah, and
How long was I out?
the
4 years,
sprint
7
is
months, 10
now
days.
Some
not a pickup ability.
What's that?
Sensor scan, high intensity. Doesn't match any known patterns.
How close are we to the observation deck?
Right here.
It's directly above us. Chief, be careful.
Oh yes, and
Because some areas might have lost
these
pressure.
kind of quick time-ish events.
Chief, watch out! Didn't realize the ship had deteriorated so badly.
It's pretty much telling me where to go here, because like he nods his head in the direction that the game wants you to go.
I thought we had a truce with the Covenant.
A lot can happen in 4 years. Either way, he's probably not alone. We should be careful.
Alright, let's assassinate this guy. Well, that didn't work, did it? Ah, yeah, no more, there's no more plasma rifle, which saddens me. They keep that, though, the, plasma pistol. And, as you can see, as charge still. They kind of go with a Halo 1-ish
That's the last of them.
control scheme again, so
Find the
X is
override for the
reload.
blast shield so we can see what we're up against.
No dual wielding. This also saddens me. I'm a big fan of dual wielding.
The good news is these Covenant aren't outfitted like standard military. It's possible we just came across a rogue salvage ship.
No.
Or we might have stumbled into an entire Covenant fleet.
Yeah,
Maybe they
so,
haven't recognized us.
no, they totally have recognized us.
That's one possibility. Landing craft flanking us!
I mean, it's not a bad effort from 343. As a first run. What's that grenade? It's a pretty bad grenade. I'm just wondering. Ah, and this one, if you get hit whilst aiming down the scope, you don't actually. You don't actually get knocked out of like your zoomed in like position. So I think this is just like the safe Halo game where
We need to get off this ship.
they'll try and just make it
We've got bigger problems.
kind of like
Got a
Halo
cruiser
1-ish
on an
again.
intercept course.
So it's Chief and
Head for the
Cortana.
elevator banks.
Are any of the ship-to-ship defenses online?
Only the Hyperion missiles, but we'll have to fire them manually from the outer hull.
Well, let's. Okay. We have legs. We have legs. At least we have that. How do I crouch in this game? Oh, it's B. Interesting. Get a bit of that noob combo going. Oh yeah, and I have to say, they're missing a trick with like, they're trying to make it so. The Halo series has always been a bit goofy to me, and with like the grunts and the elites speaking in like the alien languages and not the the English, they're just missing out of like a bit of like the comedy. There's a little bit of return with the suicide grunts. But yeah, these guys, they should just speak English. Especially the grunts. They bring it back a bit in 5. With like some of the grunts talking to some elites. Of just like, funny, silly dialogue. But in this one, they're trying to be way too serious. In my opinion. With like the storyline. You should keep it simple. Like, Halo 3 is simple, it's just like, we have to destroy this big bad Halo ring. Stop this starfish thing from activating the rings. Simple. The Needler, at least the Needler is like, I reckon it looks better in this one than it did in Halo 3, but most of the redesigns,
Just about there.
not so much. I think with the Needler, I think it's because it's returned back to those long spike stalks there. Oh yeah, and as for the new designs of grunts and elites, not a fan. Prefer their looking like the original trilogy. That's still satisfying. Yep, so, I mean, Chief and Cortana were back together in the last game, so it's just one of those ones that's just... Alright, let's continue on this storyline. But where do we go from here? Give us that weapon. Like to mix and match. Battle rifle. Ugh, I prefer the Halo 3 one. I think this battle rifle looks better in Halo 5 out of the 343 games, but this like big blocky square like scope at the top, I'm not so much a fan. Right. There's a few enemies around here. It's a nice little touch that, like, because we're in 0G, that they flow. I can't actually remember if they floated in Halo 2 in, like, the first mission. But it's a nice touch.
Chief, you need to find them.
I think there's sniper rifles as well. Is it you? It was you. No, it's you. It's the beam rifle. I think this is called the concussion rifle, actually. Nice. Yes, bow to me. Did my
There's the launch
concussion rifle just... I think my concussion rifle just went all the way over here, you know? Give me the carbine. Yeah, most of the new redesigns, they're okay. It's just my bias kicking in.
Blast door's jammed. The missile won't fire until it's cleared. Get down there.
I know it won't. Nice. Oh. Well, he's dead. And there we go. Now let's push it. Oh yeah, this game is pretty much full of these like little,
You did it.
not quick time events, but like mini events. One of them in particular really annoys me, and I'll point it out when we get to it. It's in the second half of the game.
Chief.
The Covenant weren't the ones scanning us.
So now can we worry about the giant metal planet?
Yes. We should go.
It's using a gravity well to pull us inside the surface. We've got to hurry. The second we cross the dome's event horizon, its atmosphere is going to tear us apart.
Yeah, so everyone has sprint in this game.
Aft vehicle bay. I'm tagging the closest airlock.
I'm not
Go.
really a fan. Preferred how it was done in the older games. First things first, let's go after the ship. Oh, they're dead.
All but one of the grav generators just went dark.
Just keep it pointed at vehicle bay.
We're almost there.
Well, he didn't make it.
Chief.
Yeah, there's way too many of this kind of stuff in this game. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it like a cinematic approach.
We're caught in the gravity well.
Can you track the escape pods?
Negative.
Where it's just a bit messy, isn't it? There it is, the opening to Halo 4. Right, okay. We're gonna continue on next time. So if you did enjoy, please do like and subscribe. I'll have more Halo stuff to come. But we're gonna have to wait until the next day. Alright, see ya.